Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited to have you all back here. New subs, welcome. Beginners, very welcome. And all you old school guys too. Today, I want to talk about zip lining, speed lining, whatever it's called where you're from. We've done a few zip lining videos on this channel in the last few weeks and maybe a year ago too. But on looking back at them, there's some really important things that I have left out, and I feel that if I don't say these things, it would be a bad service on my part for you guys, especially you guys that are less experienced out there. I feel I have to say these things. So any experienced guys on, I'm sure there's plenty that are watching that are probably more experienced than me. I'd like your input as well, because at the end of the day, this is about everyone learning and being safe. So stick around and we'll have a chat. So guys, I was doing some zip lining work in the past month, several days on the same job, and a couple of occasions occurred when taking the top of the tree out. So what I'm about to talk about, actually, I want to say this first, is where I learnt this from was from a man called Reg Coates. Now, most of you will know who he is. I don't need to explain who he is. There will be a few people watching maybe that don't know who he is. I suggest searching him on YouTube. So Reg Coates, I'll put his name up here somewhere. I learned it from him, and absolutely an amazing thing to know, skill to know what I'm about to talk about. So anyway, I'm zip lining this tree, and usually before you go up a tree, you'll assess the tree. Obviously, if it's decaying, rotting, you'll see if it's healthy to climb. So I'm climbing up this spruce tree. We're planning to zip line it, so we've got it in our head what we're going to do. We know the branches are really light. There's no problem with zip lining them. Absolutely no problem. But as I'm halfway up the tree, I notice a couple of pockets of rot. So about 25-30 feet up, there's a couple of pockets of rot in the stem, and it looks spongy and it looks bad, and you can't tell how deep it's going. So a little bit nerve-wracking. It didn't look too bad that I would have to come down and reassess. It looked fine. I took it slow, kept going, seemed grand. But when zip lining, this is where the problem lies. Now, fine with the small branches, no problem. There's no weight, so it's no problem. But when taking the top out, it's really important that you know and you understand the forces that are working. So you have your zip line near the top of the tree, as high as you can safely get it. So it's very important to pick a place up in the tree where you think it can handle everything you're going to zip line or speed line, whatever you want to call it. So that's what I'm talking about. When you're planning this job and you stand at the bottom of the tree and you're looking and you're assessing where you're going to put the zip line, the height of it, you've got to look at all them limbs that you're going to be taking off. Make sure, is that a safe place to put the zip line? Is the tree strong enough there for it to take all these limbs? That's grand. Absolutely, yes, we can do that. Okay. But then, what's the last bit you're going to zip line? Usually it's the top of the tree. Now, you might zip line some logs down as well, but usually it's the top of the tree. That's probably going to be your heaviest part of the job. So, with these two pockets of rot in the tree, I've got my zip line in, and I start doubting the tree. Now, there was some decisions I could have made in that moment, and I feel maybe I made the wrong one. Now I'm here, obviously I didn't get hurt, I didn't fall out the tree didn't snap. I'm here. So saying that, maybe I didn't. I want you to judge. If there's any experience, guys, I'd like you to have your input and be honest. I'm learning the same as we all are. In that moment, before I took the head of the tree, I was absolutely shitting myself. And I have no problem in admitting that. And yeah, I was shitting myself. There'll probably be some clips now in the video as I'm talking. I think I made the wrong decision in a way, because I was looking down to where the head of the tree was going to go. And I thought, right, if I change my plan now, that means we're going to have to drag this head all the way through these brambles, spiky, horrible shit, bumpy and horrible. So I decided to go ahead and cut the head with the zip line where it was. Now, I did do one thing to make it safer. I climbed slightly higher to make it less of a head, so a lighter head. But still, with the 2 pockets of rot that we don't know how bad they are, I believe I made the wrong decision that day. Now, I got away with it. But this isn't a game where you say, oh, well, I got away with it this time, I'll do it again. I was lucky. Maybe it never would have snapped, maybe it could have. So I feel I made the wrong decision. Now, I want to tell you maybe the decisions I should have made. There's a couple of things we can do. So, if you still want to use the zip line, you can make it at a more vertical angle. So now I've actually done a picture. Now, forgive my art. My artwork isn't amazing. So, I hope you can see this. So this is how I had it. This is how I had the zip line set up. So horizontal. So it's more of a horizontal angle. Now you imagine there's pockets of rock around here, and the force of the head pulling on this rope is pulling that tree, and the pockets of rot there. That's what's going through my head when I'm up there. This tree is about 70, 80 foot. So I'm probably around the 55, 60 foot mark. That goes, more than likely I'm dead. Okay? I could have done this. So I could have asked the groundsman to move the anchor of the zip line more vertical. Now, what that does, that compresses the tree instead of adding tension to the tree. So, in my opinion, I should have done this. I think I made a big mistake doing this. So that's why I'm doing this video. Because there could be lads watching us zipline these big heads out. Well, they're not massive heads, but big enough that they could do damage. Young lads are watching this and thinking, oh, that's the right way to do it. So I want to get that to you. I think I made a mistake doing this, okay? And I should have done that. I should have took the extra 10 minutes for the lads to tie on an anchor down here somewhere and just let it go down. Okay, we would have still had to drag it, but I get down the tree safe. Nothing's going to get damaged because that line is going to prevent it going anywhere else. It was a bad choice, I believe. Now, the third option was I could have just topped it with nothing. And I could have easily put it in a space where nothing was going to go wrong. But you never know, gust of wind, you never know. But I'm pretty confident on that tree I could have got it down. So the reasons I didn't change it were really, when I sit here and think about it, absolutely stupid. I just want to get the job done, want to get it chipped easy, I want to come down the tree and have nothing to do. Fucking stupid reasons. It would have took 10-15 minutes more. It's not the end of the world. So I believe I made the wrong decision. Now, I did make adjustments to make it slightly safer. I was going to originally take it probably 6-7 foot a bigger head, 6-7 foot bigger head. I chose to go up another 6-7 foot just to make it a little bit lighter. So I did try and implement some kind of safety precaution. But what I should have done is either the vertical zip line or just topped it free fall. And this is what Reg Coates said. So I want to get that across. That I'm not stealing his ideas or anything. That's where I learned it, and I knew this when I was doing it, and chose not to do it. Now, when I did top it out, that probably 3-4 seconds it was going down the line. That's probably all it was. It felt like 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and I'm there, and I'm waiting. Actually, the clip I'll show you the clip because I actually say thank God I'm alive, because that genuinely was going through my head that it was going to snap out somewhere here below where I am, and I'm going with it.
Woo! I'm alive.
So guys, it's just a short video. I really wanted to get this out because I don't want any of you guys that are beginners thinking that, oh, you can just top anything on a zip line, it's going to be safe. Guys, thank you for watching. Look, any experienced guys out there, please put your comments in. Let me know what you think. Did I make the right decision? Did I make the wrong one? I believe I made the wrong one. And I believe, guys, take the extra 15-20 minutes if it's not safe. Just if you're in any doubt, 20 minutes, half an hour, even an hour, your life's more important. So guys, thanks a lot, and we will definitely see you next week.